VA Declassified, Secrets of the VA Home Loan Benefit. I'm Chris Bettis from Fluent Mortgage, VA Fluently, where we battle fake news, drop truth, and give you tools to succeed. All right, fake news today. Gift funds, they can only come from family members. And I know that's true for civilians, but if someone's telling you this, they're either greedy and trying to put you in a civilian loan, or they're ignorant and they don't know. Either way, don't work with that person. We'll talk exactly what the truth is here in a bit. But first, let's look here. So, how do you get a zero down loan? 3 methods, okay? First, we're gonna look at historically. Historically, what we do is, well, we know the VA home loan benefit is a zero down loan, but your closing costs. So typically what we would do is we just ask the seller to pay for your closing costs. We're gonna increase the sales price to $408 from $400,000. Earnest money, again, look at the last video in terms of how that money gets back to you. And then, oops, went a little fast. And so then right here, they say, yes, the seller, we're doing federal VA, and yes, the seller shall pay for the VA non-allowables. And then specifically, so agents, make sure there's a dollar amount. You never say yes unless there's a dollar amount. You just wrote a blank check that they can cash. So right down here, seller to pay $8,000 towards buyer's closing costs, prepaids, and critical agents, VA non-allowables. You gotta get that third bucket in, otherwise you're gonna lose a bunch of veterans' money. So again, just 408, they pay $8,000 your closing costs, $400,000 net to the seller. Let's go, right? So what does that look like on your loan estimate? So here we are, GI Joe, VA loan, buying it for 408 loan amount, interest rate real today, you can check my website, 2.25%. At 408, that's the guaranteed monthly payment. So your principal and interest will never change. It would be $15.59 and 56 cents. No prepay, all that good stuff, vanilla. Since it's hypothetical, right? The taxes, insurance, who knows? We said $60 for homeowners insurance. We said $250 for taxes. Should be about right. Now, closing costs. Understanding the closing costs, there are literally 3 buckets of money. The first bucket, the $2,981, actual closing costs. Second bucket, $4,700. That's your money. That's your taxes, your hazard insurance, fire insurance, and some interest. So they're just creating that bucket to pay everything on your behalf, so your money. And then lastly, if you took a 225 today, I'd have to give you $400 in this case, right? So actual closing costs plus your bucket of money for taxes and insurance, and then if I'm giving you any money, add those together, means there's truly about $7,281 of cost. In this case, because we increased the loan amount and purchase price by $8,000, seller's giving me $8,000, you would be getting back $1,719. Now, of which $1,000 of it, of course, was your earnest money deposit. So there's your $1,000 back. And you can't make money on a VA purchase, right? You can't make money by buying a house, but you can go zero down. So rough numbers, rough estimate. But in this case, if we had a little bit of extra, we either look at buying down your rate, not in this case, maybe we'll just get you a warranty, right? Buy a home warranty, protect yourself, let's go. There's some extra money there, so we won't lose it. Worst case, principal reduction. So in that case, there's the credit from the seller, there's the credit for the interest rate, and then finally, since I have to show you, the APR is 2.69. Don't worry about that, just legal stuff. Interest rate is 2.25. That's what determines the payment per month, all right? That's historically, right? And you may get to do this. I do see in certain markets that not quite as competitive, a house that maybe went into contract and fell out, and they thought it could only go conventionally, right? Because so many people think conventional loans are the savior on appraisals. Wrong, came back on market, it's like, oh my gosh, VA is actually the way to go. It's a benefit, not just a loan. Yes, this would have met the VA standard for appraisals, not conventionally. All right, let's go. So this case, it fell out. Sometimes then we can add in your closing costs, right? Historically. But I don't know about your market, but mine's crazy competitive. So it's a little harder to get closing costs from the seller. So same GI Joe, same 1245 Main Street. So we're going to historical. So if we just go off $400,000, $1,000 earnest money, all the same, but the seller shall not pay for the fees. Mark it. Again, listen to your realtor. Ideally, we do it the other way, but listen to your realtor. They're the experts in terms of what has to happen on that transaction, that house buy, right? They're going to talk to the other agent and find out if it's an option. If that happens then, so same structure, $400,000 purchase price. We didn't bump it $8,000, same 2.25. What's cool is if you notice, the payment went down a little bit. So you are saving basically $30 a month by lowering that $8,000. $1,839 total cost, but you still got to deal with the $7,281. And so, yes, you put $1,000 down in earnest money, but you're coming to the table with another $6,300, right? $7,300. I thought the VA was no money down. Your closing costs. So somebody has to pay for it. So either we put it in the loan and ask the seller for it, right? Method 2. Remember, I'm going to give you 3 ways to get to the finish line with no money out of your pocket. 2, gift funds. Going to go back to the beginning, the fake news, right? What was the fake news? Only a family member, only someone like super connected to you can actually gift money. Again, a generalist said that. Someone that doesn't know VA said that. That's fake news, a lie, they're ignorant. Anyone can. It's your benefit. That's a civilian thing. It's your benefit. You're supposed to get the finish line. You're supposed to have the right to have that house. So they don't care where the money comes from. I mean, we have to figure out where, but brother, sister, uncle, neighbor, friend, cousin, it doesn't matter. You get that money as a gift from somebody, letter, show where it came from, good to go. So in this case, we get $7,300 from somebody. Let's go. Now, doesn't always happen, right? So you're like, Chris, show me how I can do it on my own merit. On my own work, I don't want to ask somebody. I don't have anybody to give me $7,300, and the seller's telling me they won't give it to me. Okay, final version. We simply increase the interest rate a tick. So, $400,000 purchase, $400,000 loan amount. Now check this out, 2.75% rate. So we bumped it up 0.5% in this case. Payments went up to $1,632. Reminder, only like $80, okay? Same 310, so total payment would be $1,943. Still amazing for $400,000, right? If you notice now, instead of $400 credit, I'm giving you almost $8,000. At a $275, I'm literally today paying almost $8,000. And we actually had this scenario earlier this week. Brand X lender, who claims they're a specialist, right, generalist, was literally same rate, $275. Thank your realtor for not accepting that and getting your veteran to us. Said, I think it seems expensive for the money. We saved them $12,000. It went from they walked into the table with $11,000 cash, their entire reserves, to would you like your earnest money back? No money down. Just because of this $8,000 credit. So from paying 1%, $4,000 for a $275 to giving them money. So this is how we do it, right? I'm giving you $8,000 that covers all your closing costs. Here's all of your earnest money back, that $1,000, plus a little bit of buffer, right? We'll do a principal reduction, buy a warranty, do something. It's just an estimate. And in the back, of course, the 2.77% APR. Who cares? Just have to show those things. VA Declassified, battling fake news, dropping truth, and giving you a tool. So we already battled the fake news. We've already dropped a bunch of truth. The 3 ways to get to the finish line, right? So like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Most of all, please use your benefit. But here's the tool for you. So on our website, fluentmtg.com, I know you've gone there before. You know from the homepage, you can literally shop rates. You would have found that 225. You would have found that 275 at the Get My Rate. Go to calculators. Should I pay points? And right here, I've given you the tools. Or just call me and I'll do it for you. But in this case, we're saying, hey, at $400,000, should we take the 275? Should we take the 225? The difference in cost, and gosh, that money could be left in my savings account, that $7,300, right? So the break-even point, where literally it makes sense, is at 5 years and 11 months. So if you're only gonna be in the house for say 3 years, 4 years, 2 years to avoid capital gains, right? 2 out of the last 5, not a CPA, can't give you tax advice, maybe, possibly. So take the 275. Save that $7,300 in closing costs. We don't even go the other way to asking the seller from it. Let me pay for it. You don't break even the time, right? Like, we're going to take the lowest possible loan amount, because within that time frame, you're not going to get that $8,000 in benefit back. We take the 275, you let me pay for it, you raise your payment only like $90 a month, let's go. I'll give you $8,000 to get it done. However, if this is a long-term hold, if you're gonna be in that house at least 6 years, even if it won't come from the seller, get the gift. We gotta get to that 225, or we do the analysis the other way. If the seller will pay for it, that's the way. We go up to 408. Your monthly payment's gonna be lower. You win for the rest of your life. A couple $100,000 in savings for you. Hey, I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to helping you get your home. Chris Bettis, Fluent Mortgage, VA Fluently, VA Declassified.